Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are going to go through and build the Gladiator that I ordered, basically. Now, before when I ordered this, they did not have the 2022 option right here, but they do have it now. Alright, so we went with the Gladiator Rubicon, starting at $47,260. Now, the Mojave does not have a front locker or the front sway bar disconnect, but it still has a rear locker, but importantly it has the beefier shocks. The remote reservoirs come on this, and it is about the same price. It's a little bit more, but what you're getting would also be a very good overland build. Actually, it might even be a better build than the Rubicon. The Rubicon's made more for rock crawling. This is what we went with. For the exterior, I went with the Sting Gray. It has the red accents on it. And for the wheels, we went with the standard wheels. There's no point in going with spending almost $1,000 for the polished black aluminum wheels when most people swap out their wheels already. But as you can see, these wheels will suffice fine. They are 17-inch. Anyway, scrolling down here, locking lug nuts. It's not worth the hassle to have locking lug nuts. If someone's going to steal your stuff, believe me, these lug nuts are not going to, they'll just slow them down a little. They will steal it. So as far as tires go, I did opt for the mud terrain tires on my build. I believe that's important because of what we do, the added protection of the mud tires. They're thicker. I believe these are going to be Falcon Wild Peak tires, mud tires. But they are 33-inch, and you could upgrade them later on to 35s, which I plan on doing. Going down to the tops, now this is your top selection right here. I did the Black Freedom 3-piece hardtop. So this does have, two tops that kind of come off like T-tops, so you can remove those and not remove the whole thing. But you still can remove the whole top assembly. There are different, obviously, options here, but as far as for what overlanding, which, you know, all this is going to be for overlanding, this one I believe is the best one for what we do, because you still get a hard top and you have the access of just removing the fronts. You also get the rear sliding window and a rear defroster. I'm sorry. So going to the tires, this really doesn't tell you anything. It just, you know, 285 70/17s, mud tires. Yeah, Falcon, that's a Falcon Wild Peak right there. That is a very good tire. So it says it does include a max speed of 97 miles per hour, which you'll never, you know, that could be adjusted other ways, but I didn't buy this to go fast. This has anything here. Okay, this is just a better look of the wheel, so I'm glad they kind of give this option here. As an overlander, you will scrape the hell out of that metal lip right there. Alright, so going down, we did the mud tires, we did the top. The doors, we just went with the standard doors. Nothing special here. We're not getting any of those. You want full doors for overlanding. Coming down to exterior mirrors, nope, we're not getting the doors off mirrors that bolt onto there because 99% of the time we will have the doors on the car. Coming down to the bumpers, this is a winch capable steel front bumper. So this only includes a front bumper, and for $895 you're getting a front bumper. Now, what I found out, I did not order this, but what I found out was you still have to get a winch cradle that bolts up in here, and obviously the winch. So you're gonna spend approximately $700-800, you know, up to $1,200-1,500 on a winch. I'm gonna go with what I had before, but the newer generation of the Smitty built X20. They have the new generation 3 now, which is about $700. But so I'll have to spend $700 on the winch, and then I have to spend another $200-300 on a winch plate that bolts into there. So by the time I add $200 to this, I'm at $1,100-1,200, and that's the price of a nice ARB bumper. So what I'm doing is I did not get this, and I'm gonna go with the ARB, the stubby bumper. I obviously do not have. See, that's the full one. But if you if you do go 37s, which I want to leave that option open, but if you do go 37s, it does rub on flex on that right there. And you know, it's not like the other ones where you can take that off. So going with this one, you lose your fog lights, right? But you do have holes. You can mount, you know, they want you to mount the intensity, but you could mount some Baja designs right here and wire those fog light circuit up to those. I was planning on doing that or one or the other. I haven't exactly figured out what I want to wire up right there as far as like a light bar or yellow lights. Anyway, but the winch cradle is already included on this, and you're under the price. So this is the cheaper and better option. You're getting a bull bar, you're getting a winch plate, you're getting recovery hooks up here. You're losing the fog lights, but you have to buy fog lights if you want to, if you're planning on doing that anyway. But this works out better for me. I'm going to go this route, and you are saving weight. So it's removing 19 kilograms, which I believe is 43 pounds. So it's removing 43 pounds is removed, which I assume is the bumper. And then this one itself weighs 50 kilograms, which I believe is around 100 pounds, only gaining 69 pounds in the front bumper here compared to no bumper. So take it for what it is. I believe this is the best bet for what I am doing. You get that protection. The only worry I had was with the front trail cam that's on this, if this bar is going to interfere with it. I've talked to some people who've had this, and they said it does not interfere with the front trail cam system. So, okay, so we did not go with the bumper. So coming down here to the grills, you have a couple options here. You have the satin black grill, and then you have the trail cam option. I did get the trail cam on my Tundra. I had a front aftermarket camera wired in. I believe it is a valuable asset to seeing the front of your car, especially when going up hills and you're cresting the hill. This allows you to see what's on the other side. It saved my butt a couple times, so I am going with this. It is a $595 option. This grill, I am not going with this because not only it does look nice, but I figure later on down the road, like the Tundra, once I start getting rock chips and everything on this, I'm going to have it Linexed as well as, you know, like the fender flares, and we'll go over that in a second. But once you start getting it beat up, you can have it sanded down, spray it with the Linex or Raptor liner, and it makes it look amazing. And I think it will look really good on the Stingray. Coming down here, decals. We're not doing any decals. It is cool, but we're gonna, you know, not spend any money there. Same with the hood designs. We are not doing that. They do make a cool solar panel that goes on here. You can get a little solar controller and a solar panel and top off your batteries. Body color fender flares. They called back and asked me if I wanted to add that to my build. I told them no. The body color fender flares do look nice, but they do get scratched up and damaged, and it is very expensive to get the paint matched again. It is better to keep them black. And again, like I said before with the front grille, you can have this Linexed later on. Once you mess one up or you start scratching them real bad, just get them Linexed. I mean, it saves your butt. Just make sure you put that thin lip of weather stripping on the inside so it doesn't rub against the body and cause damage to the paint. So coming down, we didn't do any of that. Now they do make a Gorilla Glass windshield. Don't buy this. It's garbage. All the reviews I've had, people were having problems with this breaking more than the regular windshield. The regular windshield with Jeep is cheap. If you crack your windshield, you know, the state that I live in, South Carolina, you get a free replacement anyway. I think one a year. Insurance just pays for it. But I've cracked a couple windshields, but this is a waste of money. So this is $195, but the actual Gorilla Glass replacement is terribly expensive. I believe it's around $600 to $800 for the glass alone. So moving on down, we have a couple of different bed covers, right? But we are not getting any of these because we're going with an aluminum canopy. So I'm going to save money here. Coming down here, the bed liner. This is a great option, but it is not available with the package I have selected later on, which I believe is either the bed rail package or the rear outlet package. It does not allow you to select the spray and bed liner. You can get it done aftermarket, but I don't use my truck for hauling. You know, we use it to store gear, so it will be dry and sealed with the alucab canopy on it. So I am opting to do the bed carpeting, that waterproof bed carpeting that goes on it. The spray and bed liner does protect it, but again, we don't haul wood. You know, we don't haul gravel, mud, dirt in the back of these things. We just haul gear, totes, fridge slides, stuff like that. So a spray and bed liner is really not needed for overlanding. So we're going to scratch that, not do that. Alright, coming down to the interior. Rubicon cloth bucket seats. We are keeping that. Down the line, I might do the rough country seat covers again. Those seat covers after 3 years look brand new and phenomenal. The only reason why I put them on was because the dog and the front seats of the Tundra would show stains a lot. So I would just, I don't know, I put those on. It made the interior look brand new again. I am going to keep with that momentum. Coming down, so this was one of the different things compared from the 2021 model year. They said that the Rubicons automatically get the 8.4-inch touchscreen display is now standard. Before you had to select it, it was an option. So this is what you get, and that's a lot to read there. But it is navigation. It does have a bunch of cool stuff we'll go over in a later video. But yes. Wireless Bluetooth speaker for $300. You know how much a wireless Bluetooth speaker is on Amazon or eBay, or someone that had it in their Jeep and selling it on eBay? Don't pay $300 for one of this. You can get a lot nicer one aftermarket. I mean, they're nice for camp and all that, but not worth spending $300, you know, on something that you're going to probably be making payments on. Coming down, consoles and storage, right? So who takes their windshield down? That's cool, but no. For $40, I'll use a bungee cord. Soft tap window storage bags. Nope, not happening because we don't have those. I did do the slush mats. These are really cool because they do have the drain hole access on these, so that is badass. I like the design of that, like the topography or whatever you call it. Very cool. Hardtop headliners by Mopar. So these are little carpet headliners that go in here. It reminds me of my old 85 Nissan 300ZX, where the T-tops, you get the sunshades that inserted in there. Very cool. With this you can put your patches up there and everything. For $555. Look, there's aftermarket companies. It's a Jeep. There's aftermarket companies that make nice ones that actually have molly panels on them, where you can, you know, put up a netting up there and everything, or, you know, molly panel your flashlights or a radio up top, and they're like $300. So don't pay $555 for that. It's not worth it. There's a lot of nice aftermarket support for that. Going inside to the interior features. So, you know how many grab handles there are on the market right now? There's actually nicer ones that are solid, that tuck up out of the way. It looks like one of those climbing shackles. Cosmetic? No, no, no. Wrangler. Did it really say Wrangler? Yeah, it's a Gladiator, Belly. And don't get me started on a trail rated kit. I mean, come on. I mean, we're overlanders. We already have all this stuff. Black stitch leather upgrade. You're gonna spend another $1,700 on top of the $2,000 you're spending. No. So none of these. Keep on going. Remote start system. I'm not going to select that. Yes, we're getting that, but we're getting that part of the package. Coming down to packages. First one right here, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning plus. Coming as a 20-year Honda master mechanic that deals with calibrating these sensors, radars, and forward collision multi-purpose cameras, they are nice for a daily driver or for like a car. Do not get this on your Gladiator if you off-road frequently. The settings, especially, you lift your Jeep, it messes it up. You change your tire size, it messes it up. You get dirt on the camera, it messes it up. Very expensive to calibrate the cameras. You hit the taillights. You hit the taillight with the taillights have the sonar, the radar built into them. So expensive to replace that. So expensive for that camera once these things start failing. It is cool to have on your car, but these aren't meant for off-roading. Auxiliary switch group. So you could program, basically you press this button and you could turn something on, an external light or something, rock lights, light bar, ditch lights, air compressor. This is for $345. This is a must. It looks like you're getting a better alternator with it too, and the bigger battery. Basically Switch Pro, and Switch Pros are expensive. This is cheap. This is already built in. This is a very good buy. Cold weather group. For this, you're getting heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and the remote start, right? Get that. This is awesome. So it looks like when I click that, it just said front seats and steering wheel, and it's probably going to make us go up here and select it here. Transmission's already changed. Okay, so yes, you want that. Yes, you want that. No, you do not want the safety group. So this includes the LED tail lamps that have the parking system in it, right? Radars and the tail light assemblies. These tail lights break all the time, guys. You see it on the YouTube videos. They are terribly expensive. You want the cheaper lights. Do not get these. So this went down in price, but the premium LED lighting group. LED tail lamps, LED headlight, all LED. Yes, this is worth it because you're going to switch out those dull LED, regular halogen headlights for LEDs anyway. So definitely worth it. Smokers group. Who smokes, right? You don't want that. Trail rail management. I did get this option, right? So this includes the trail rail up here, which is required for the alu-cab canopies. The alu-cab has a bracket on here that bolts into here to take some of the weight off your bed rail up here. So it distributes the weight onto the actual inside compared to just all the weight sitting on top of your aluminum bed. It puts it into the support on here. That is very important. You want that. They also throw in the a rear truck bed outlet, so you have a power inverter in here now with a 115 volt AC outlet. You want that for running a fridge. I mean, that is, you could charge a Jackery in record time. I mean, this is something you want to have. You also get a lockable rear underseat storage bin. So under the rear seats, you get a rear lockable storage bin. Very cool. Trailer tow package. I did get this option. You get the trailer hitch, heavy duty engine cooling. I do not know what that entails, but you do get the trailer hitch zoom, which is a awesome. This is where you get the 442 foot-pounds of torque, and only get it with the 8-speed, which is another $2,000 option. So for $6,000 more, you are getting this torque monster of a motor and transmission. This is why we went with this build, guys. This motor, this Eco Diesel, this is why we finally got in the Gladiator. We were waiting for this thing to come in onto the Gladiator. So it says 373. That is fine. Everything I've read, people do not re-gear even with 40s. So don't worry about that. Transfer cases, no. Full-time four-wheel drive, that is not compatible with this. Same with the cold air intake. I did not get that because we are going to eventually get a snorkel once they figure out how to put it on this side. Someone will do that. So this is the final picture here, guys. This is what it's going to look like. We're going to have the Stingray, which my wife picked out, and it has the red accent, you know, regular bumper. We're going to obviously change that down the road. Our number one priority is the alu cab canopy with a rooftop tent, a 4-person rooftop tent that I think it comes up to like right about here, right where this pillar comes up. So we'll have a rooftop tent, alu canopy. Obviously you can spec this one out, $61,000. I am not paying that. I am paying a lot less than that. Still over 50, but this is by far the most expensive car I've ever purchased in my life. I want to say the Pilot I bought for my wife was right at 48, I believe. Questions, comments, put them in the description below. What you would do different if you were to build one. The order's in. Production date is start building at the factory January 10th, and it takes about a week, and then another week to deliver. So I should see it at the end of January. Hopefully by my birthday on February 2nd is what I'm shooting for. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell if you want to see the further updates as we go along. I'm going to put out a couple more videos on. We're going to do some reviews on the Norco jump starter that I have. We're going to do a review on some camp lights that I use, and then hopefully, you know, next month the next video is going to be of me taking delivery of the Jeep. And we'll do a walk around, we'll go over some stuff, and then we'll start getting into a couple of the installs as far as the radio, the antenna that I got, the mounts for that. I went with RAM mounts on this, the RAM mount system to mount my phone, tablet, and the inReach. And then we'll go into the alu cab, how to install that. So please like, comment, and click that notification bell to get updates about when I drop these videos, because I believe a lot of information on the Gladiator, and it's going to be an exciting journey of what it turns into. Alright, peace out.